Hello, how are you friends? Today I'm going to talk about the Diva 2, the new high-performance paraglider from BGD. I've been flying it in competitions, cross-country, and recreational flights with different harnesses and wing loadings. And now I can tell you more about this paraglider. The first thing I'm going to tell you is that the connection between the pilot and the wing feels very direct.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound. Staring blankly ahead, just making my way through the crowd. It's always times like these when I think of you, and I wonder if you ever think of me.
This paraglider has 1 meter less distance between the wing and the pilot compared to other wings in the class. That's one of its main characteristics, along with a more pronounced arc. This translates into less inertia. It does have a high aspect ratio, 7 points, an advanced glider, but frankly the takeoff was quite friendly. You have to keep in mind that you have to anticipate your moves a little because it is a fast glider. Although its reflex profile makes the glider pitch stable, so it does not tend to collapse in front. Especially when there is strong or gusty wind. If you pull the risers, you have to do it gradually. You have to anticipate the rise. And the glider demands good touch. You have to hold the wing, but this paraglider is not impulsive and does not require the pilot to be particularly attentive.
Is everything so wrong and I don't belong, living in your precious memory?
What do I like most about this glider? How direct it is, how maneuverable it is, how it turns.
I could fall into the sky.
How it centers the thermals. It is very pleasant to turn with it. Very direct. The brake has a useful travel of about 30 centimeters. Oops. Here we have a thermal. Let's turn. It has a medium control travel. Not very short, not very long. A little physical, but I would say just right. The Diva 2 admits steering with the weight of the body well, which is what I am doing now, weight shifting a little. Notice how, when we force it a little, it remains stable, eh? I haven't had a strong collapse with it yet, although I've been there, competing, stepping on the speed bar like crazy. Well, I lost the thermal for being chatty. Let's center that thermal again.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound. Staring blankly ahead, just making my way through the crowd.
The Diva 2 is a paraglider introduced in the summer of 2024. It is an innovative design by Bruce Goldsmith Design. This is a 2-line paraglider, EN certified, which has a shark nose, reflex profiles, a remarkably pronounced arc, and a shorter line plan compared to the competition models. The wingtips offer an outwardly curved design. The main design was made in size S, and later the sizes M, ML, and L were developed, allowing to cover a weight range from 80 to 120 kilograms. The Diva 2 has 86 cells with an aspect ratio of 7 points and a weight of 5.84 kilos for the largest size, which was the one flown for this review. It is available in 2 color schemes, sapphire and ruby. According to BGD, the Diva 2 is relatively easy to fly. It is designed for experienced pilots with the necessary paragliding handling skills for a fast and high-performance wing.
This is a paraglider that at the level of performance and sensations is very much at the top, close and competitive with the CCC class paragliders.
of you, and I wonder if you ever think of me. 'Cause everything's so wrong and I don't belong, living in your precious memory.
It is quite accessible. It could be your first serial class paraglider. As for hands-free speeds, we are at 41 kilometers per hour more or less. And then stepping on the first step of the bar, we have a gain of about 10 kilometers per hour. And if we push all of it, we can reach about 68 kilometers per hour.
'Cause everything's so wrong and I don't belong, living in your precious memory. If I could fall into
The speed bar can be handled very well. There are 3 sections in the speed system. It is really super long. In fact, you have to use all 3 pedals, and I think people with short legs will have a harder time. The combination with the Genie Race 5 harness is fantastic. They match very well. And the paraglider offers a good feeling of solidity. When you're accelerating at full speed in glide to goal, you can actually keep pushing at full speed, and the glider bears it. As for handling with the rear risers, I have learned lately that the center of this paraglider is very tight, very solid. Where we see a little flexibility is in the small movements of the wingtips. This is what you have to adjust when you are flying. And when you are flying at high speed with the rear risers, instead of pulling the whole riser back, what you have to do is pull towards the center, pull inwards, so that only the tips are held. The glider maintains its best performance, and you correct the wobbling of the glider a little. We have a paraglider that is accessible in its category, that has fabulous glide and speed performance. Perfect for cross-country. Perfect for your recreational flight. Because that performance does not mean that it is an inaccessible wing. It is quite within reach.
and I still miss you, and I still need you. And now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time will pass us by? 'Cause you know I'll walk 1,000 miles if I could just say you.
The big question everyone asks me is, how does the Diva 2 perform in competition? It is a very competitive paraglider. It is there among the references that are the Zeno 2 and the Enzo 3. It is there, it fights with both. It has qualities that make it competitive in speed, in glide, to climb, and in turning behavior. In turning, I think it is the paraglider with the most direct, sportiest turn now. A paraglider that will get many fans. Many pilots will like it, for the way it has for turning and navigating.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound.